Hi everyone, it's Martin from martinsmayhem.co.uk and I'm so excited for today. So today's video is in collaboration with Alex Syberia Designs as we celebrate their December release. Now, this is a video harp. In the description below is going to be a list of products that I featured in today's video, as well as all the other collaborators that are celebrating this release. Make sure, after you've watched this, you go check it out, because you are going to be amazed with all the inspiration. So, in this card, I am using two bundles from the release. Two. Not one, because, your boy wants to be greedy. He's using two. First one, Lovely Day. Okay? Lovely Day Stamp and Die bundle, which you can see some of the elements here straight away. Okay? I have chosen to go for the individual floral elements as opposed to the big floral bundle because I wanted to mess around, create my own little spray of flowers. So yeah. Then the second one is, what's it called? Abstract Background Stamp and Die Bundle. So we've already seen the abstract background be used, but in Alex Syberia's past releases. But it's now a stamp. It was before a press plate, so it's now available as a stamp, which is fantastic. So yeah, colouring in the flowers. What am I colouring with? Well, I've stamped them first. Stamped them in Memento, which you guys... Oh, I've just made a right mess. Oh well. Memento ink is not my favourite ink. I'm not going to lie. It's not dark enough. Like, I want it... If I'm using black ink, I want it to be black. But anyway, so I'm stamping in Memento because I'm using my alcohol markers. The alcohol markers I'm using are by Altenew, and it is the Cottage Garden set, which is also known as Set M. It's really pretty. I've had this for about 2 years now, and a year probably. And I love this collection of colours. It's quite autumnal with the colours, but I like it. I apologise if you can hear Winnie breathing. She's very much stuck on my lap today. And I don't know why. But nevertheless, it's not me heavily breathing, it's the dog. I was going to say something that's definitely not appropriate. Anyway, so, colouring it in, I am using, what colours am I using? Mine, tell the people. Strawberry, Dusty Pink and Blush Rose for the flowers. I am using Minty Sage, Mossy Meadow and Green Opal for the leaves. And then I use Amber Blaze for the centre of the flowers. Super cute. You're gonna love it. They're just gorgeous, and I love how I love these colours. I've used these colours before on another project, and you know what? They're just gorgeous. Love, 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 and they work brilliantly with these florals. So I'm only going to colour one batch in. I did stamp it 4 times, but I'm only going to colour one in because once you see me colour it, you see me colour it. I have lazy coloured these, and I say lazy. I've quick coloured. Lazy is not the correct term. Quick coloured them in which I just go dark colour first, medium colour, and then go over it all with a light colour, and that helps create that ombre blend. If I was going to spend longer, I'd do everything in the light tone first, then move on to my dark and medium tone, and then go over it again with my light tone. The reason for that is you just tend to get a better blend when you already have a colour down, just because you're prepping the surface. In my head, anyway. Who knows? I'm not an expert. I'm supposed to be, but I'm not. So yeah, I'm just going to colour these in really quickly. I was heading out to a meal after this, so I was like, quick, let's get it done. Winnie, would you stop being so noisy, please? Thank you. But yeah, these stamps are gorgeous. I absolutely love this bundle. It's the Lovely Day bundle, if you didn't catch it earlier. Gorgeous. Now, again, coordinated dies, which I love. Now, I decided to only colour these 2 elements in on that one sheet. Honestly, I didn't even use them. I could have just done the 4 or the 2 sets you see in the background. But yeah. Now, the dies. Okay, I want to talk about the dies a little bit. The dies are fantastic. They are really generous with the outline. And I know sometimes we think, well, that's not good. It's good because you don't want it too close to your stamped line that actually you have no wiggle room. Because I don't know about you, but I can never get these straight. Never. Never ever. And I'm completely honest with that. I can't get it straight. If you can, well done you. Okay? But I can't. So I need that little wiggle room. And this was a treat. Now, because I stamped all of my images in the same place, I know my dies are all going to be in the same place. So you can see me just taping all my dies together. So I can peel it off, stick it onto the next one. Little top tip for you. So yeah, now we're moving on to the card base. Now I couldn't decide on a colour, but from this point you can kind of see that I went with the pink. And I did have that like pistachio green to the side. Um, but yeah, I changed my mind. I went with pink on pink because I love the colour pink. I was never allowed to wear pink as a boy. Pink's my favourite colour, basically because of the Pink Power Ranger. There you go. I don't know why I told you that. But yeah, I was never allowed to wear pink, so I very much embrace pink now as a full-grown adult man. No shame. So you can see there, I'm just arranging these elements on the card so I can kind of work out what I'm going to do. Right at this point, I was thinking about the sentiment. What sentiment am I going to put on? And in the end, I went with one from the abstract background stamp set. I'm also, which I wasn't going to do originally, is stamping that abstract background stamp, which is huge, may I add, onto the matte layer. Now, this matte layer, I'm going to stamp in Versamark and heat emboss in whites. Now, this stands testament to the quality of the stamps, and I cannot stress this enough. The quality of this stamp allows those intricate lines to really pop out with the heat embossing. Like, just look, just at that frame there, you could see how well that embossing powder had picked up the stamped images. And that was just one take. One stamp down, we're good to go. It's fantastic. And honestly, the quality of these stamps are so good. So good. They're photopolymer stamps. So that just stands for the quality. And I love it. So I'm going to also die cut a circle, two circles out of white cardstock. Now that white cardstock, or those circles, are going to matte and layer on top of each other in order to kind of create this element. But again, you can see me just messing around with where I want these flowers to go because your boy doesn't know. The more I mess around, the more I know. Now, because I've die cut these flowers, they have a white outline. Now, I don't like a white outline. I think of them as tan lines. No one wants a tan line. So let's just colour it in with a coordinating marker. Now, the marker I use is Blushing Bride from Stampin' Up, but we don't. The cardstock isn't Stampin' Up. I think it's Concord and Ninth. But hey ho, we live and we learn. So I'm stamping that sentiment in Memento ink as well, just so all the black coordinates, and then I'm going to grab out the coordinating die. Now, you know I said about the dies being generous? This also works with the sentiment stamps, but what I like about them is actually they're intricate enough to pick out elements that normal dies wouldn't pick out. So when you create a shadow die, you normally leave a lot around sentiments so that it holds its integrity. This one still does, but it takes a lot of the excess away, which I like. So I've just tied a little twine bow, and I'm going to stick some foam adhesive to my sentiment after it's been die cut, just so that's popped up and raised. Dimension is life, okay? The more dimension, the closer to God. I like to use that pageant kind of saying from the higher the hair, closer to God. Yeah, well, the same works with cards, all right? I have no shame. So I'm going to pop that down, and then the twine bow is just going to go underneath the P. It's just going to pop behind like that, and it's going to be slightly angled. Now, the orientation of the card is completely angled from bottom left to top right, and you'll notice I'm putting the sentiment slightly lower than originally planned, but also at an angle. And the reason for that is I thought it mimicked more of the handwritten style that it had before. Now I'm messing around again with the layout because your boy cannot decide. I'm messing around. I'm trying to go, do I stick to the original plan? Do I not? Do I put this here? Do I put that there? And yeah, something wasn't sitting right with me with the original plan. And I think it was because everything was so level. So like the two larger flowers were directly opposite each other, and so were the smaller flowers. But I twisted it slightly on the card, and I think that actually really helped work with the composition. Good word. Makes me sound like I know what I'm talking about. Honestly, I just wing it. I'll wing it and hope for the best. So yeah, so that's going down like so, and then I'm just going to repeat the same kind of design on the other side of that. Just keep it nice and easy and nice and straight. Now, again, just to remind you, this is a video hop, so please make sure you pop into the description following the video, and actually check out everybody else's videos, because it's going to be so much inspiration, not just with these products, but the other products within the release. Now, I'm going to say it, this is probably my favourite release from Alex Syberia Designs, apart from the Christmas stuff, because I love Christmas, but Christmas is separate to the rest of card making, in my opinion. Christmas is its own thing. We're now entering that spring floral pattern and goodness, and I love it. So make sure you check out that inspiration. Just in a white ink splatter with my Winsor Newton white drawing ink. And now I'm grabbing my iridescent clear sequins from Altenew, forgot the name then. And I'm just repeating that. So I've got 3 of the big ones and 3 of the second smallest. And I'm creating like a visual triangle around our sentiment, but using that empty space to kind of use these to fill that empty space almost. It's really pretty. I love how this card turned out because it is really pink. I'm not going to say girly because I love the colour pink, and I refuse to say that it's a girly colour, because back in the day pink was used for boys and blue was used for girls, and for some reason it's got swapped round. I messed up and I put the card on wonky, so this is my second card base, and I'm just going to trim down the tails of the ribbon because they were a bit too long, but that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this card. It's very pretty, and I hope you enjoy all the others in the blog hop. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'd be happy to help. Bye.